Gray wolf. The gray wolf, also known as the timber wolf, is the most widespread and well-known wolf subspecies. These magnificent predators once roamed across the entire northern hemisphere, from the Arctic tundra to the deserts of Arabia. Adult gray wolves typically weigh between 70 to 145 pounds, with males being significantly larger than females. Their fur varies dramatically in color, ranging from pure white in Arctic populations to black, gray, brown, and even reddish hues. Gray wolves are highly social animals, living in packs of 5 to 10 individuals led by an alpha pair. They're incredibly adaptable hunters, capable of taking down prey much larger than themselves, including elk, moose, and bison. Their howl can be heard up to 10 miles away and serves to communicate with pack members and mark territory. Despite centuries of persecution, gray wolves have shown remarkable resilience, and conservation efforts have led to population recoveries in several regions, including Yellowstone National Park and parts of Europe. Arctic wolf. The Arctic wolf inhabits one of the harshest environments on Earth, the frozen Arctic regions of North America and Greenland. These wolves have evolved remarkable adaptations to survive in extreme cold, including shorter ears and muzzles to minimize heat loss, and thick, multi-layered white fur that provides excellent insulation and camouflage against snow. Arctic wolves are generally smaller than their southern relatives, weighing 75 to 125 pounds. Unlike other wolf subspecies, Arctic wolves haven't faced significant human persecution due to their remote habitat, making them one of the few wolf populations that still exists across most of their original range. They endure months of complete darkness in winter and continuous daylight in summer. Arctic wolves primarily hunt muskoxen, Arctic hares, and caribou, often traveling vast distances to find food. Their isolated existence means they have limited fear of humans, as encounters are extremely rare in their desolate, frozen homeland. Mexican wolf. The Mexican wolf, or lobo, is the smallest and most genetically distinct subspecies of gray wolf in North America. These wolves once roamed throughout southwestern United States and northern Mexico, but were driven to extinction in the wild by the 1970s due to aggressive eradication campaigns. Adult Mexican wolves weigh only 60 to 85 pounds and stand about 28 to 32 inches tall at the shoulder. They possess a distinctive appearance with long legs, a sleek build, and buff-colored fur mixed with gray, black, and rust. Their smaller size made them perfectly adapted to the desert and mountain habitats of the Southwest. Thanks to intensive captive breeding programs, Mexican wolves have been reintroduced to parts of Arizona and New Mexico, though they remain one of the most endangered mammals in North America, with only about 200 individuals in the wild. These wolves primarily hunt elk, deer, and javelina, playing a crucial role in maintaining ecosystem balance in their desert mountain habitat. Eastern wolf. The eastern wolf, sometimes called the Algonquin wolf, inhabits the forests of southeastern Canada and formerly the northeastern United States. Scientists have debated the taxonomic status of this wolf for decades, with some arguing it represents a distinct species rather than a subspecies. Eastern wolves are intermediate in size, weighing 50 to 75 pounds, smaller than gray wolves, but larger than coyotes. They have a distinctive reddish-brown coloration behind their ears and along their legs, with grizzled gray fur on their back. These wolves are highly adaptable forest dwellers, preferring dense woodlands where they hunt white-tailed deer, beaver, and smaller mammals. Eastern wolves face unique conservation challenges, including habitat loss and hybridization with coyotes and gray wolves, which threatens their genetic distinctiveness. They play a vital role in their ecosystem by controlling deer populations and maintaining forest health. Most surviving eastern wolves are now protected in provincial and national parks in Ontario and Quebec. Red wolf. The red wolf is one of the world's most endangered canids and represents a conservation enigma. Native to the southeastern United States, these wolves once ranged from Pennsylvania to Texas, but were declared extinct in the wild by 1980. Red wolves are intermediate in size between gray wolves and coyotes, weighing 45 to 80 pounds, with distinctive cinnamon red fur mixed with gray and black. They have tall, pointed ears and long, slender legs adapted for hunting in dense forests and coastal plains. Through an extraordinary captive breeding and reintroduction program, red wolves were released into North Carolina's coastal wilderness in the 1980s. These wolves are habitat specialists, preferring swamps, forests, and coastal prairies where they hunt deer, raccoons, rabbits, and nutria. Red wolves face severe challenges from hybridization with coyotes, human persecution, and limited genetic diversity. With fewer than 20 individuals remaining in the wild, the red wolf's future hangs by a thread despite decades of intensive conservation efforts. Indian wolf. The Indian wolf is a uniquely adapted subspecies that thrives in the hot, arid regions of the Indian subcontinent. Unlike their northern cousins, Indian wolves have evolved to survive in semi-arid grasslands, scrublands, and even agricultural areas across India and Pakistan. These wolves are considerably smaller and more lightly built than northern subspecies, weighing only 40 to 60 pounds, with shorter fur that's typically grayish-red to tawny in color. Their smaller size and lankier build help them dissipate heat in the scorching Indian climate. Indian wolves are primarily nocturnal, avoiding the intense daytime heat. They hunt in smaller packs than gray wolves, typically 2 to 4 individuals, preying on antelopes, hares, rodents, and occasionally livestock, which brings them into conflict with humans. Recent genetic studies suggest Indian wolves may be one of the most ancient wolf lineages. Despite their ecological importance, these wolves face severe threats from habitat loss, persecution by farmers, and declining prey populations, with only an estimated 2,000 to 3,000 remaining. Arabian wolf. The Arabian wolf represents the ultimate desert adaptation in the wolf family, inhabiting the harsh Arabian Peninsula. These are the smallest wolf subspecies, with adults weighing just 40 to 45 pounds, about the size of a medium dog. Their diminutive size follows Bergmann's rule, where animals in hotter climates tend to be smaller to better regulate body temperature. Arabian wolves have proportionally larger ears than other wolves, which help dissipate heat, and paw pads adapted for walking on hot sand. Their coat is short and light-colored, ranging from grayish-yellow to dirty white. Unlike pack-oriented northern wolves, Arabian wolves typically live in pairs or small family groups of 3 to 4 individuals. They're opportunistic hunters, feeding on small mammals, birds, reptiles, and carrion, rarely taking prey larger than a hare. Arabian wolves don't howl like their northern relatives. Instead, they communicate through shorter barks and yaps. These critically endangered wolves number only a few hundred individuals across Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, and neighboring countries. Steppe Wolf. The steppe wolf, also known as the Caspian sea wolf, inhabits the vast grasslands and semi-arid regions stretching from the Caspian Sea through Central Asia. These wolves are adapted to the open steppe environment, where they've developed exceptional endurance for pursuing prey across long distances in relatively flat terrain. Steppe wolves are medium-sized, weighing 70 to 90 pounds, with coarse, short fur that's usually grayish with rusty or ochre tones. Their coat is less dense than forest-dwelling wolves, since they don't face the same extreme cold. These wolves historically fed on saiga antelope, wild horses, and various ungulates that roam the steppes in vast herds. They live in relatively small packs and are known for their wide-ranging behavior, sometimes traveling hundreds of miles following migrating prey. The steppe wolf population has declined dramatically due to habitat conversion for agriculture, prey depletion from overhunting, and direct persecution. They now survive in fragmented populations across Kazakhstan, southern Russia, and parts of Mongolia and China. Which wolf subspecies surprised you the most? Drop your answer in the comments below. If you found this journey through the world's wolf subspecies fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wildlife content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.